Hello and welcome to another Canguro English Daily Digest. My name is Christian and today is Friday, the best day of the week. Now, during the past week in my Daily Digests, I've been talking about accent and pronunciation, and I've been talking about a lot of theory, but today we're going to get practical. And that's what I love about making these daily digests, is I can give you some theory and then we can move into the practice. And so today I'm going to show you some sound changes, okay, some pronunciation features that are really important for people who are Arabic native speakers, German native speakers, or Spanish native speakers, okay? And I want to get straight into it, so no word of the day today, okay? So first, let's start with our Arabic native speakers, and we're going to start by talking about some vowels, okay? Now, here we have three words which are the same except for our vowel sound, tin, ten, tan, okay? And unfortunately, if your native language is Arabic, the difference between these vowels is probably not very clear when you're speaking English. But as you can see, by not making a difference between the vowels, that can affect communication. Okay, it can cause communication problems because they're different words. And this is what I was talking about when I was saying that the quality of your vowel is not important. The consistency of your vowel is important. So I don't care if your E sounds Arabic and your E is Arabic and your A sounds Arabic, but I want to hear the difference between the three. And this is pronunciation. It has nothing to do with accent, okay? So the way to learn the difference between the three is you just make an L with your hand like this, and we're moving from a closed mouth to an open mouth, okay? So tin, I, E, A. So we're moving down the three vowels. I, E, A. And you should feel your nose moving, okay, on your finger. I, E, A. And remember, pronunciation is physical. There's no secrets here. If you're opening your mouth, the sound will be different. Tin, ten, tan. Okay? So practicing differentiating your vowels is really important. And there's a consonant problem as well for native Arabic speakers, which is similar. Okay, so, well, I'll do it this way, actually. If we're talking about the difference between a pen and a bin, two completely different words. But again, first we have this vowel difference, which now we know how to practice, okay? But also we need to practice our voicing. Because again, for a lot of Arabic speakers, this can be a problem, the difference between the P and the B. Now, this is about voice, turning our voice on and off. And the best way to physically practice this is to cover your ears with your hands. Okay? So, when I say bin, I should hear my voice really loud in my own head. Bin. My voice is activated. But when I say pen, no, the P should be silent. Pen. And you can immediately hear the difference, so you need to practice turning your voice on and off. Okay? So, let's move on to Germans. And, of course, the famous problem between our V and our W, West and West. Now, these have completely different mouth positions. But for a lot of native German speakers, this this sound is the same because the W doesn't really exist in German, okay? So first let's look at mouth position for West. We have teeth and bottom lip. And we have voice activated. Okay, we can see that, can physically see it. But West is completely different. West starts with a W. Double U. It's two U's. A W is literally a vowel. It's two U's put together. It's like a long U, right? So West is ooh. You can use your finger as a reference. It's like you're kissing the end of your finger. Ooh. And again, because it's a vowel, we have our voice activated. Ooh. So you can see totally different mouth positions. Vest, west, vest, west. This is the same sound that you'll find in swimming pool. West, same sound. Okay, and now let's look at a German consonant. A German consonant, which is a difference between sink and think. Sink and think. Again, for a lot of German native speakers, the S will be substituted for TH. So people say, what are you thinking about? No, what are you thinking about? So S, we have this air passing, s, like a snake, it's an affricate s, okay? And then we have th. Now, for some English native speakers, they will stick the tongue right out, th, like this. Th. Tongue between the teeth. Th. But for a lot of other native English speakers, they don't like TH either. TH is a kind of an awkward sound, so they substitute it for other things, like an F even. Thinking. Thinking. But probably the most understood substitution is to, if you don't want to stick your tongue out, like if this feels horrible, what you can do is you can touch the back of your teeth with your tongue. That's good enough. Okay? But you can feel the difference between s and th, because with this, the tongue doesn't touch the teeth. So you can just practice. If this is your teeth and the roof of your mouth, you can practice just moving the tongue. Sink, think, sink, think, sink, think, sink, think. Okay? Now let's look at Spanish. And this is an example of how you need to adjust your pronunciation, but this has nothing to do with your accent. And we're going to look at the capital city of Spain, Madrid. Now, a lot of Spanish speakers, what they do is the final consonant is not very important in Spanish pronunciation. Okay? So you'll hear a lot of Spanish speakers saying Madrid. Madrid, voy a Madrid. Okay, so the D disappears completely. Okay, but in English you cannot do this. Now Spanish speakers can produce the D. Okay, it's not a problem with pronunciation. They can produce the D. They can say words that start with D, right? Like decathlon. But this is a question of adjusting your pronunciation for English. So it's very important to keep those final consonants. Madrid. Madrid. So there's some practical things for three different native speakers. And to finish, because we're coming into the weekend, I want to tell you the story of Almaz Darisi, who is 21 years old from Ethiopia. And here's a picture of her sitting her English and mathematics exams 30 minutes after she gave birth to her baby, because she understands the importance of education. So if this young girl can give birth to a baby and 30 minutes later do an English exam, then by God, you can find some time to practice English this weekend. I'll see you in class.